Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first SRT Tuesday webinar in 2021. This time with our SRT Alliance member, PlayBox Technology. So the webinar will be around how to take live contribution feed to air in a playout environment. First of all, please let me introduce myself. My name is Suso Carrillo. I'm the SRT Alliance Director at Hivision. And well, what's the mission of this webinar? First of all, to introduce important SRT Alliance contributors. You know, this past 2020 has been a great year for SRT. So we have seen a lot of new developments and workflows coming in. So also to describe creative live video solutions. And this is something that is nice with the SRT Alliance, because as the ecosystem is growing, you know, you can build different workflows and be so creative in how to use SRT. For sure, discuss the integration of an application of SRT and foster the community and industry partnerships. Please feel free to reach me and contact me if you are a member of the SRT Alliance and you need to make some kind of PR announcement, blog spot, or wherever. Participate in the SRT Tuesday webinar, discuss co-marketing or co-business activities within the SRT Alliance or with Hivision, and crystallize any kind of initiative that you need to do around the SRT community. Please feel free to drop me an email and we will get it from there. Well, I think that maybe the biggest news in the last year is that we are more than 450 members right now. And this is non-stop growing. Maybe this is some of the new SRT Alliance members. And something that I would love to highlight is that we have grown we are 107 new members in 2020. These are some of the new names. Late December, Sony and IBM Aspera definitely join. And as I said before, this is a non-stop growing community. SRT is being adopted worldwide as the video streaming protocol. SRT is being adopted as a streaming de facto standard, and this is something that it's not going to stop. So let's recap on some of the things that happens in last year. Well, one of the main missions of the SRT Alliance is about marketing activities. In the last year, we make a lot of blog posts, like around 40 different announcements, and this is something that is free for you. So just feel free to reach me and we can work together in your announcement or in your use case. Also, with the SRT Tuesday webinars, we made 9 the last year, and maybe this year we are going to increase the pace, and I'm ambition to make almost a webinar every Tuesday, okay? So, and please remember, this is for free, that it's super nice. Well, the main event we arranged last year in December was the SRT Interop Plugfest, where different SRT Alliance members could, test their interoperability with different devices. This event was hosted by Hivision and Telestream. Hivision provide core infrastructure such as encoders, SRT gateways, multi-cloud instances, and also the Hivision Hub, global connectivity, but Telestream provide also the Telestream cloud stream monitoring service that is super nice. So people could check their IP streams video quality. That it's something that is super nice. And we saw a lot of SRT developments that were presented there, including, for sure, the new enhancements to the IFTF Internet draft submission. Some highlights on this: 14 different vendors. The main broadcasting vendors were there: Aya, Aviv, Everest, Grass Valley, Imagine, all of them. 47 different devices. This is amazing. No incompatibility was founded, and this is absolutely great. It's absolutely great because SRT it really works. Okay, so we made 700 different test to device test. The last Plugfest that happens in, I think it was in May last year, we made almost 400. So this is growing like a lot. And the Slack channel members, 800 last May, almost 200 last December. What's the conclusion? SRT, it works. It works even on the worst network conditions you can find. There's nothing more to say. And this is for real. This is why the industry is adopting this protocol and not others. It works for any kind of company also, whether you are an event company or a huge broadcaster. Okay, SRT is for everybody. So join the movement. Visit srtalliance.org to get all the info, or just drop me an email at director@srtalliance.org. And at this time, I would like to present Phil Neighbor. It's his Chief Operating Officer from PlayBox Technology. Hi, Phil.
Hi, and thank you very much for inviting me. It's great to be a member of the SRT Alliance.
It's my pleasure, Phil. And yeah, okay, so this is what we are going to talk about in this webinar. But first of all, Phil, I'd love to, if you can make some kind of brief description on PlayBox Technology.
Yes, okay, so PlayBox Technology has been around for about 20 years. We specialize in the playout area. And over the last years, we have developed lots of new products, virtualized products, but the biggest driver that we're getting at the moment is the requests for SRT, which started maybe 18 months ago, but constantly we were being asked. And it's really very important to us is the interoperability and being able to get a live feed coming straight in, which one of our customers would like to play straight to air. In the past, you had to worry about the lines, but with SRT, everything seems to get through.
Oh, that's great. So these are your portfolio, right? Can you give a brief description on the engines, the playables, and
okay. So what I haven't said is, across the whole of the PlayBox range, whether it's our Neo product, our Mega or our Mega ICX or Cosmos product, we are deploying SRT. I mean, it is that important to us now. So in our general workflow, we have, as you can see from this drawing, once the feed has been encoded, sent along the public internet, we capture it in our ingest box, which is actually called our capture box. This takes the SRT feed, and it's really simple to set up and take the feeds in. Literally, you just put the address in. We then send it to our schedule, which is the list box product. That enables you to say, I want to take it live to air now, or if you know a time that you want it for later on, you can schedule it for then. And if the event overruns, which most live events overrun, okay, it compensates for that. And then our streaming engine is what we call Airbox. All of this is housed together in a product that we call Channel in a Box. So as you probably know, PlayBox developed the original integrated playout system. So with the feeds, you can take your SRT feed all the way through it and send it straight out of the box, or you can convert it, send a transport, stream, standard IP, RT, MP, UDP, or the old-fashioned SDI. And it's a simple. If you can use a Microsoft Office product, you can use this.
This is great. Well, I guess that the encoding is important, and to use a nice encoder such as our Haivision Makitos, it's nice. It's a perfect fit for this, right?
Yes, exactly. Makito is ultra reliable. I think the vast majority of our feeds coming in are off of the Haivision product.
Wow, awesome. Okay, and let's take a look at how does this works. This looks really difficult, but it's easy to implement, right? Because of all the information in GitHub and the.
Well, let me tell you about that. Okay, so when we first approached the fact that we had to build an SRT product, we looked at various ways, but we went to GitHub. All the information is freely available from the SRT portal on GitHub. Not only that, you have support engineers who will give you a hand, and then within the community, if you have issues like we were suffering with timing issues, we found a solution because it's such an open community. The implementation from scratch was around 30 days. The next implementation that we're doing at the moment, I think, should be done in about 15 days. The information is there. It's all open source, and yeah, it's great. It's really great.
It's like plug and play.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I guess everybody on this has looked at the portal, but all the information is there. The folders are nicely laid out. You can pull everything.
Wow.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Okay, I think that these are the main benefits to PlayBox, and we can go over one of them. Feel maybe that with SRT you can transport over any network.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's really important. You have a live event, it happens once. You can't repeat it. So regardless of the quality of the lines, or should I say the internet, it comes through, and it generally comes through first time. And if you use the media hub, you're going to make it really it speeds things up and reduces the latency. And what we haven't said also is security is a concern. So far, nobody's had any security issues with the SRT. Yeah, it's what a broadcaster needs. He wants to know that his content from a live venue is getting securely to wherever they are ingesting it. Yeah. And so far it's been brilliant. Thank you.
In this pandemic and what is happening worldwide right now, I guess that security, concern is growing and growing and growing, right? So it's more important in the coming years.
Yeah, absolutely. But literally, I mean, it's a very secure platform. It's very easy to use. You don't need anything really special. You can get onto any network, a private network, a public network, a hybrid network, and those packets get through.
Yeah, exactly. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you drive into SRT because it was requested by your customers, right?
Yeah, so it started small. We would get about one request a month, or what are you doing with SRT? What do you know about SRT? And particularly amongst our customers who have live sport, the pressure was building up and up. And this is customer driven. It's not something we had on the roadmap. It was literally forced upon us because of demand. I talk a lot to people in the US, and I can guarantee that every conversation that I'm having, somewhere SRT is mentioned.
Wow. So, and how about compatibility and the whole, the whole ecosystem of solutions right now?
Okay, so as far as interoperability is concerned, we have done lots of testing with various vendors of SRT, and nothing seems to be an issue. Okay, it's consistency, everything gets through. To date, we are not suffering any compatibility issues.
Wow.
So everybody follows the standard. It is there. With other forms, I'm sure everybody's had problems with MPEG and various encoding in the past, but this is really straightforward.
Yeah. What are the main differences you found, contrasting RTMP or transport steam with SRT in this playout environment?
Okay, so literally the main difference is on the bandwidth, okay, and is getting stuff through all the time easily. Okay, yeah, so within the airbox, which is our streaming engine, you can have multiple of outputs, okay, but the far easiest one to set up is the SRT output. So really it comes down to ease, and the PlayBox customer portfolio is from very large organizations who do lots of live sports on OTT live sports services, right away through to the very small house of worship where they have really no trained staff, and they can cope. And that's the real test. We get more complaints about generators running out of diesel and no power than we do about the stream coming out.
Yeah, right. And the last one, that it just works. I know that firewall are extremely important in your workflows. And
yeah, but so everybody is protecting themselves. We had a major client recently who was hacked. So there's a major problem, but the SRT streams through with absolutely no problem. So far, I haven't had any firewall issues whatsoever. And we work with some customers who have some very pure firewalls.
Wow. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing, Phil. Okay, so let's go over this use case.
Okay, so this comes courtesy of your side and United in the Netherlands. KPN are sponsoring a series of esports. So this came in on the high vision encoder, goes through the playout system and straight out. So it's just to show that it actually works.
Okay, let's. Here it is. Yeah. It's a kind of virtual game, right?
It is, yeah. It's esports, and we see an increase in the esports, and you have commentary here, and then we will move across onto the computer generated stuff.
Yeah, let's move forward.
So
this, right?
Yeah, okay, but the whole stream is done with SRT.
How was this workflow?
So SRT encoder through into ingest scheduling and then straight out. Mm-hmm. So a very simple workflow.
Wow. Nice. Yeah, because broadcasters are important, but also these new companies such as e-games and
you see a rise in the number of companies getting involved with e-games, and especially during the pandemic, lots of people have moved down that direction.
Exactly. Okay, so thank you so much, Phil, for attending this webinar. These are your contact details. So I encourage the audience to contact Phil with any doubt about PlayBox or any info. So thank you so much, Phil. I think this is all for today. Thank you so much for attending this webinar, and goodbye.
Yeah, thank you.